Hi guys, welcome back to Garage Gossip. My name is Mara and I'm finally back. I know. I think it's been like 2 months since y'all seen me, since y'all heard me. I know. What happened in the meantime? Like what happened while I was gone? I actually need my journal for this because I don't know what races I missed. Well, I didn't miss any races. I did. I did not watch the Spanish Grand Prix, but I have an explanation for that. So, I think I still did an episode on the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, but I actually don't know. We should check that. It's so bad that I don't remember when was my last episode. What? What do you mean? What do you fucking mean? Um. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I did not do an episode on Miami, Imola, Monaco, Spain, and then now we have the episode on Canada, which yeah, it's 4 races that I've not done an episode on. Maybe even 5 because I don't know if I did Saudi. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did do Saudi. I did do Saudi. So Miami was the first race that I did not do an episode on. That was because I got sick. Or maybe I did do an episode of Miami. I did do an episode while I was sick, but I can't remember which Grand Prix it was. So I did an episode while I was sick, and then the week after that I was feeling a little bit better, and the week after that I just completely knocked out, completely out. So the first time I was sick, my mom and I were both sick, and we were pretty sure that I had COVID once again, my third or fourth time, but still not immune to it. Then like I said, I got better. So I did do an episode on Miami apparently. So we missed 3 races and we missed Imola, Monaco, and Spain. Okay. So anyway, I got sick. Then I got better. Then I got sick again, but like I was knockout sick. Like I couldn't leave my bed. Like I got sick on a Sunday. It was the week of Eurovision that I got sick. So that was like the week of the 14th, the 16th, and the 18th of May, I think. That were the Eurovision dates, because I don't know if you can tell, but I love Eurovision. I'm a big, giant, massive Eurovision fan. Anyway, so that week I got sick, but like genuinely sick, like throwing up, everything. So obviously I didn't do an episode then. The week after that, my exam period was starting, so I was like, maybe not a good time to do an episode right now. And then we're here. I did my last exam yesterday, so we're back for, I don't know, I think 2 or 3 episodes, and then I'm gone again because I'm going on vacation to Spain. Let me check. I have so many books that I need to. So this week there obviously is an episode because you're all listening to me right now. Next week there will be an episode again. The week after that as well, and then there won't be. So 3 episodes, and then I'm gone again for I don't know how long. I'm going 3 weeks, I think, to Spain, about 3 weeks, and then I'm home again for a little bit. But I can't. I think I don't know. I think there might be a week where I'm able to do an episode. I really want to do an episode on the Belgian Grand Prix because obviously it's my home Grand Prix and I really love it. Plus, I didn't get to do an episode on it last season. So yeah, there might be an episode then again on the Belgian Grand Prix, but also on the on Silverstone, because I can't do an episode on Silverstone and I love Silverstone. Like Belgium and Silverstone, my 2 favorite races of the whole year. So yeah, I don't know. I'm yapping. Once again yapping. I think that's my thing right now. Oh, I didn't color in Monaco. This is so funny. Look. This is my Imola spread. For the people on YouTube, this is my Imola spread. It's like all colored in because I always color in the numbers of the drivers, and then my spread of Monaco is filled in but just not colored in, which is so funny. I didn't color it in. I don't know. I was a bit. I was not really. Yeah, guys. I don't know what's happening. This is so weird because I have 0 shits to talk about. Like, you could be like, oh, but like talk about the Grand Prix that you haven't talked about already. But I'm just like, nah. No, that's literally a month ago. Imola, literally a month ago. So like, I'm not gonna talk about that. I also can't remember much of it. Actually, thinking about it, I probably didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the Imola Grand Prix, which is so sad. It's like actually so sad because it was the last Imola Grand Prix ever. Like it might return to the calendar, but I don't see that happening pretty soon. So it's pretty sad that I did not watch that Grand Prix. Oh, actually, I thought about rewatching it, but I mean we're a month later, so maybe I don't know. I did watch Monaco. I cannot remember much of it because I was building something that's next to me from IKEA, and I was just listening to the Grand Prix in the background. I was watching the F1 Kids broadcast. They were just asking me random questions like who on the grid has won Monaco. I was like, okay, I know that. Which circuit is the longest? I know that. Stuff like that. Like that is genuinely why I watched the F1 Kids broadcast. Spain, I also did not watch it because I had my dance shows a whole weekend long. And then Canada, which I did watch, which we will talk about right now. I totally forgot that this was actually technically the intro. Let's get straight into it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. It feels so awkward. I don't know. For some reason, it feels so awkward because I genuinely don't know what to talk about. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try this. So, free practices, did not watch it. None of it. Actually, I watched maybe the last 10 minutes of FP2. I don't know for what reason, but I did watch the last 10 minutes. Qualifying, I did watch, but I was a little bit distracted at the same time. Like, I was sitting right over there on my bed, and as you can see, there's a window next to me over here. And so when I sit on my bed, I can look out of that window. And so quali is obviously on a Saturday, and the Friday before, here in Belgium, it was 32 degrees Celsius. 32, which is insane. Insane. So, yeah, we were all waiting for a storm. On Saturday, it rained a little bit, like not the whole day, but like certain periods of time. And then that evening, I was sitting over there in my bed, watching quali, and then suddenly I saw light flashes, but not just like the normal like light flashes. No, no, they were different. They were like normally when you see lightning, it's white. This was orange and pink, and it was just I was fascinated. So I was a little bit distracted during quali. I missed Q3. Like I listened to it, and like on F1 TV they were like, "Oh, Charles Leclerc made a mistake," and I was like, "Oh, did he now?" Anyway, back to recording the lightning. Yeah. Is there anything that I do need to talk about for quali? Yeah, I was a bit surprised to see Carlos Sainz in 17th because I saw the results of FP2 and I was like, the Williams guys were P2 and 3, and I was like, okay, okay. I had my Williams cap on and everything. Like, I was really rooting for Williams during quali. Sadly, didn't really work out for Carlos, and then the race didn't really work out for Alex. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't wear my Williams cap anymore. Maybe it's just bad luck. I don't know. Um, anything else? I did feel for Yuki. Like I'm happy that like the FIA is consistent with their penalties because in Monaco, it was Ollie Behrman who got the 10-place grid penalty for overtaking under a red flag. And so I'm happy that the FIA stayed consistent and also gave Yuki the 10-place grid penalty because he overtook someone under a red flag. Like I don't know what would have happened if they would have given Yuki like a lesser penalty, like maybe like 5 places or something like that. Like I don't know what would have happened to me if that were the case. um, yeah, Isaac Hedger, that penalty, I mean, deserved. Fucking deserved. And he knew it. He knew the moment he impeded, well, I don't know why he did that, but like the moment he impeded Carlos Sainz, he knew that he would get a penalty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then Q3, like I said, did not fully watch it. I watched the ending when Oscar crossed, and Oscar wasn't P1. I was like, okay, slay Oscar. And then next game, and I was like, shit. And then I realized Russell still had to put a lap. I was like, okay, Russell, please give me something to be happy about. Like not Max Verstappen on pole. That would be a great start. He did. He delivered. He fucking delivered. Yeah. And then the Grand Prix. To be honest, in my opinion, it wasn't that interesting of a Grand Prix. And you can say what you want, but I really genuinely think it was not that interesting of a Grand Prix. Like the first lap, obviously, always very exciting. Definitely now that Max and George were starting so close to each other. Um, but after lap 10, I think I wasn't really. I mean, it was fun to see them like coming into the pits and stuff like that, and to see some teams gambling on strategy with like doing a one stop, which worked out in a lot of cases, which I'm very happy about. But yeah, it wasn't really a Grand Prix that was very fun on track. Like off track in the pit lane, super exciting, and that was very important. But on the track, we didn't see a lot of close battles until the McLaren battle, obviously, which, as a Lando Norris girly, shattered my heart. It shattered my heart. And literally, like I think 3 minutes, 2 minutes before they collided, I was like, Lando, watch out. In a minute, you're gonna touch wheels. You're gonna crash. Like, watch out. Like, obviously, I wanted Lando to get that place because that would mean that he would get closer to Oscar in the championship. But yeah, yeah, I just didn't want him to crash, and he did. And yeah, yeah, I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. Actually, I do. He broke my heart. He broke my heart, and I'm happy that he immediately took full responsibility of that, and he wasn't like I think that was also he did that because it was Oscar. If it was Max or if it was George or just any other driver from a different team, I don't know if Lando would have taken full responsibility. You know what I mean? I think it's just purely he did that because it was his teammate and he knew that fighting with that wouldn't be good for the team. It wouldn't be good for Oscar, it wouldn't be good for him. So yeah. 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 Great. This episode is insane. Um you know what I put on my Instagram after the Grand Prix? I said Ellen broke my heart, so KAA could put it back together. So Lando Norris literally shattered my heart with that crash, and then came Kimi Antonelli, who scored his first podium, which is insane, and I'm very happy. I do I'm very happy that his dad was there. I do would have preferred it if he gotten his first podium in a like a European race, because I'm pretty sure in that case his mom would have been there, his sister would have been there, his girlfriend would have been there, and I think that would have made the moment that much more special for Kimi. But I'm happy that his dad travels with him literally everywhere that he goes. I'm also wondering how like how Kimi felt going back to school on Monday, like Formula One podium finisher, but you're gonna have to go back to school on Monday. Like what? What? Yeah. Would he be like would he like take the trophy with him to school and show it off to his classmates? I actually see that happening. I actually genuinely see that happening. I don't know how Mercedes do it with the trophies. I know at McLaren, the drivers at McLaren don't get the original trophy. They just get a duplicate of the original trophy. I don't know if Mercedes does the same. If not, I think it's pretty cool to be holding the original trophy when your classmate is literally Kimi Antonelli. Like I would have vibed with that. I think Like, if one of my classmates would have taken a Formula 1 trophy to class and I got to hold it, I would have vibed with that. Genuinely. And I think a lot of people would vibe with that. Yeah. Another thing, Lewis Hamilton. I don't know if y'all know this. I mean, I think a lot of people do. In Belgium, it was even it was on the news. I don't know why. I don't see the news value in that. Like, as a future journalist, I don't see the news value in that. But I don't know. Like, I mean, if they want to publish it, sure, go ahead. Lewis Hamilton, he reported some issues with the car, obviously, because he drove over a fucking groundhog. Yeah, it's a bit insane. And I saw the clip of it, and it was literally in the middle, got out, like a deer in headlights, like literally sitting there. Like, okay, here comes Lewis Hamilton with his Ferrari, and yeah. Lewis also felt very, very, very bad about it. And, like, obviously, like, of all the 20 drivers on the grid, it had to be Lewis that drove over it. That is, yeah, painful for Lewis. Like, he genuinely felt that. Like, in the pen after the race, he was like, yeah, I feel so bad. It's like, Lewis, I get it. I get it. Like, the one and only, like, the animal lover on the grid, and that person gets to kill a groundhog. Like, at least I think it's dead. I mean, if Lewis Hamilton drives over you with his Ferrari, like his F1 Ferrari, I think you'd be dead as well. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if he wants to, he can. Feel free. No, please don't. Please don't. Don't. No, no, no. Since I know I didn't have a lot to talk about this episode, I also wanted to give my opinion on the championship. And this could cause a lot of hate. I don't know. This is my opinion. I like to preface that. This is my opinion. You do not have to agree with this. You can say that I don't know anything about Formula 1. Sure, go ahead. I don't fucking care. Okay, this is my opinion. And this is how I look at the championship. And of course, everybody deserves to win the championship. And if it's Oscar that wins the championship, I'm also going to be very happy. But I personally would prefer if Lando Norris won the championship. Now, why is that? My thinking about this is like this. Lando has been with McLaren for 6 years, 7 years. I don't really know exactly. A long time. Doesn't really matter how long, but like a long time. This is Oscar's third year with McLaren. And in his first year, in Oscar's first year, he got his maiden win, which, okay, I know it was a sprint race win, but still, it was his first win in Qatar in his first season with McLaren. Yeah. It was before Lando Norris scored his win in Miami last season. Because Oscar scored his race win, like his sprint race win, in 2022 in Qatar. 2023 in Qatar. Lando scored it in 2024 in Miami. And the fact that Oscar scored his maiden win before Lando was, in my opinion, I think, a very heavy mentally for Lando. And like the press, the media is not very easy going on Lando. We all know that. And that was also my first thought after Lando had that crash this weekend. The first thing I thought was, oh, I hope the media doesn't go too harsh on Lando, because he doesn't deserve it. It was a stupid crash. It was a stupid crash. But the media need to ease up on Lando. Because I feel that, or maybe it's just the only thing that I see, but I just feel that the media is way harsher on Lando than any other driver. I don't know. Maybe that's because Lando has been so long with McLaren, or I don't know. I personally feel that the media is way harsher on Lando than they are on Oscar or on Max or George, or just any other driver. I really need them to ease up on Lando. Yeah, because I don't think it's easy for him mentally, and then I mean, he isn't scared to speak up about the mental health part of the whole sport. But Oscar now winning the championship before Lando can win his first championship, I think that would be so tough for Lando. Like, Oscar getting his first win before Lando was already very fucking tough. I don't know how Lando will deal with the fact that Oscar gets the championship before Lando can. You get what I mean? And like I said, if it's Oscar that wins, if it's Lando that wins, if it's Max again, if it's George, because George is also pretty fucking close to Max, I don't really honestly care. I mean, obviously, I prefer Lando, but if it's somebody else, I will still be happy for them because they probably still deserve it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have won it. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah. Obviously, everybody has a preferred driver that they want to win the championship, and it is a very complex issue. I think a very not complex, but like dangerous issue to speak up about because a lot of people don't really value your opinion and they don't think your opinion is valid, which everybody's opinion is valid. If you want, I don't know, Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton to win the championship, you bet your ass that you can, say that out loud. Like, be fucking proud of the driver that you want to win the championship. I said it before. 2027, Fernando Alonso is gonna win the championship. I mean, yeah. Yeah, and I'm saying that with my fucking chest. Like, if you are proud of your driver, like if you want to support them, show your support for them, say it with your fucking chest. 2027, Fernando fucking Alonso is gonna win the championship. Yep. Yep. Or 2032. That's also something I said. 2032, but that's a long time. But I said 2027, and then I said 2032. In that case, I will be the one reporting in the paddock, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I was born the first year that you won your championship, that you won the championship," and then Fernando's gonna be like, "Wait, I'm that old." Yeah, I just thought that was funny. Anyway, one last thing before I'm leaving, before you go do something else, I don't know, before you stop listening to me yapping about random shizzles. Arvid Limblad. I know it's been a while, like it happened a while ago, but I do feel the need to talk about that man because I fucking love him. Big Arvid fan, big Arvid fan. I said it at the beginning of the F2 season already. Like my love for that man, fucking strong. Arvid Lindblad's super license got approved, and that might be like, why is that special? Why are you mentioning that? It's fucking special because it's like he didn't have the, like, you need a certain amount of like super license points to get your super license, and he didn't have the required amount yet. But Red Bull asked the FIA, like, can you not just approve it earlier? Because what if Max? Because Max is still on the brink of a race ban. I think he can still get the race ban if he gets a penalty with one penalty point in Austria. Then he will not race in Silverstone. But after Austria, two of his penalty points are just they leave. So then he has to get 3 penalty points for a race ban. yeah. It's a bit. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't know if I explained that very good. Just the words are not in my brain right now to, explain it very good. But yeah, Arvid Limblad. I honestly fucking hope. And listen, I may not be the biggest Max Verstappen fan. I don't hate him either. Okay, I'm just indifferent about that man, really. But I really want him to get a race ban for Silverstone. You know why? Because that's Arvid's home Grand Prix. And it would be fucking fire if Arvid gets to drive his first Formula 1 race at his home Grand Prix. I'm just saying. Plus, apparently there's also like a clause in Max Verstappen's contract. Like Max Verstappen can leave Red Bull because they found a clause in his contract that lets him like leave, but he can only do that if he is lower than 4th in the drivers' championship. So after Austria, so if he doesn't score a lot of points, I mean, I'm looking at who is like below him. Actually, no. He's definitely gonna be at least 4th because the only person that's very close to him is George Russell. Max Verstappen right now has 155 points and George Russell 136. And next is Charles Leclerc with 104. So plus 25 is not enough to go past Max Verstappen. So yeah, that clause ruled out. So Max Verstappen cannot leave Red Bull. That is what we figured out right here now. But anyway, I just really want Arvid Limblad to drive in Silverstone in an F1 car, in an F1 race. Yeah. Yeah. And then one thing, last thing that I wanted to talk about is Alpine. Just popped up in my head. I just remembered this. During the qualifying session this weekend in Canada, the commentators on F1 TV were talking about Franco Colapinto because his qualifying was pretty good. I think he qualified P13 or something like that, P13, 12, I don't know. Yeah, 13 I think. And that was a good qualifying from Franco in an Alpine because Gasly was 19th. But apparently Alpine tested with 2 other drivers when we were in Imola. And you might not guess who the drivers are. You would maybe think Paul Aaron. You are wrong there. You are wrong there. The first one is Victor Martins, which I heard that name associated with Alpine again, and I was like, makes sense. And then I realized he switched from the Alpine Academy to the Williams Academy this season, and I was like, doesn't make sense anymore, but it still kind of does. You get what I mean? So yeah, they tested with Victor Martins in Imola, in the F1 car, and also, and this is the second name I am personally very excited about, Mick Schumacher. They tested with Mick Schumacher in Imola. If Mick gets to make a comeback in F1, I would be so here for it. I would be so here for it. I love Mick. Love him. And I didn't get to see him drive in F1 because I wasn't into F1 then. Like, I knew it existed. I've told that story a lot of times. I knew it existed and just didn't really watch it. So I didn't get the opportunity to see him drive. So I would love it to get to see him drive again. And yeah, he left Mercedes last year, I don't know. This year, I think, the start of this season. Like the end of last season. So to see him come back with Alpine, I think, I don't know in what position Alpine is in the championship right now, but not that high, I think. I'm gonna look it up. I think. Oh my god! What the hell? The whole F1. No, stop it. The whole website of the whole F1 website is just changed. No, I don't like this. Look. I hate this. Oh my god, I hate it. Genuinely hate it. No, because what do you mean? Oh, it's. Huh? It switched to this screen, and then obviously you just have all the news stories. But I hate it. Why is it? Why did it change? Why did I have to change it? It was perfect how it was. Oh, if they're gonna change my app too, I will go crazy. Please don't. Please don't. I need to see the team standing. Oh, I hate this. I hate every second of this. I hate. God, what the hell? Oh, that's fun though. They have a like promo banner on there for the F1 Academy series on Netflix, which I'm still getting through that, and I will talk about that in one of my next episodes. I'm still getting through it, like I said. This is clean though. This is clean. Like the team championship, it's way cleaner than it was before, but still. And like I said, Alpine is last in the championship. They're in 10th place with only 11 points, and all those 11 points are from Pierre Gasly. Miss Franco didn't score points, and Jack also didn't score points. Kick Sauer's in 9th, above them with 20 points, so it's not that much between them, but still. I'm always confused when I see Williams in 5th. Like, what do you mean? The first year I watched F1, Williams 10th. Now 5th. That's actually insane. Like, we have like the big 4: McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, and then we have Williams, and then we have Haas. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm still getting used to this whole layout change. What the hell? Oh my god! I need to see the race results, how it looks. Guys, where is my track map? Where? Oh, over here. Huh? Okay. Sure. I don't know how to feel about this. I really don't know how to feel about this. Because it's just such a big change. Why didn't they put it on their story, on their like Instagram? Just tell me they were gonna do it. As an autistic person, I cannot handle change very well. I hate this, okay? I don't think I need to say it a lot more times, but I hate it. This is what the race results now look like. So we have the place that they finished, their driver number, then the person with a picture of the driver, the team that they drive for, the number of laps that they did, the time that they did, so then obviously George has the full time and then the rest has like how much extra was to that, and then how many points they got for that position. It looks clean though. It looks clean, but I hate it. I mean, I think I just need to adjust to it all. You know what I hate the most? The fact that they put all the logos in white. For like a white McLaren logo on an orange background, perfectly fine, right? Mercedes is same. But the Ferrari logo in white looks fucking terrible. I hate that. This is clean though. Oh, lords. This is fucking clean. Look at that. Oh, god. This is freaking clean. Oh my god. Insane. I really need to adjust to this whole new layout. I really need to adjust. Anyway, that's it. This is a long episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know what I talked about. I think I just yapped for a lot of the time. And yeah, honestly, slay me. I don't know. I forgot how I usually end my episodes. Oh no, I remembered. Yeah. You on YouTube, you will see me again next week. You on Spotify, you will hear me again next week. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. And yeah, that's it. Bye!